Here, steerman engines. If you look to your crowd front, you'll see that the steerman aircraft with the wing walkers have started those big growly 450 horsepower engines. And give the girls a wave as they taxi out.
I'm sure that Ben and Bruce would love to have 450 horsepower up in front. And there's the split brake. Now this is a very, very simple routine, but would take an incredible amount of time to be able to work up, sitting on the ground, walking around on the ground, and then going and flying it, seeing if it needed modification, coming up for the opposition pass.
So there'll be a closing speed and definitely a point where they can see each other and then keep lines of separation to give you a beautiful crossover.
Look at that.
Crowd centre, beautifully done.
Gentleman's manoeuvring.
So the steermen are just now taxiing out. Please give the girls a wave. Their display is very much audience participation, so you'll get a chance to get some exercise this afternoon waving back at them. Those wing walking suits are covered with hundreds of diamantes and they're definitely sparkling in the sunshine this afternoon.
You're only jealous because your dress uniform didn't have them.
I never had sparkles. I'm really upset.
Still calling out the individual manoeuvres there, you can just hear them. Coming back in now for a cross break. This is all very gentle, but this is how routines get built up, and obviously the complexity of the aeroplane increases. The speed of the aircraft increases, and that's how you get more complex manoeuvres. Basically a scissors manoeuvre. Number 2 speeding up there as fast as it possibly can, up to its maximum speed of 91 knots, an eye-watering 160 kilometres an hour.
And do give them a wave as they fly past. They will be able to see you.
Yep. Big wave, ladies and gentlemen. They certainly can see you from up there, as can the girls on the top of those steermans later on. This is Bruce. Give him a big wave there.
He's waving back. He can definitely see all of you. Arms in the air, ladies and gentlemen.
Either that or he's doing the Red Baron curse you. As you can see, when that aircraft turned just then, the wind speed on the ground is probably now about 8 to 10 knots, the crosswind. But up there, as you climb, it becomes stronger. And as that aircraft turned, you could actually see it sort of skidding inwards into the turn.
So Pete, you just mentioned knots there. Explain to people who might not know the difference between knots and miles an hour and why it makes a difference.
Knot is a nautical mile per hour, which is the speed which is regarded as standard for airspeed around the world, and it comes from the speed of sailing ships. And they had a rope which was knotted, and they would throw that out and measure how many knots went past to give you the speed, and that's how the carryover. A knot is 1.15 miles per hour, and once you get the miles per hour, you multiply that by 1.6 to get your kilometres per hour.
Thank you very much. So our first Team Mono aircraft is on the ground, followed closely, and you can see it side slipping so that he gets a really good forward view of the runway, and then he'll kick the rudder and the aircraft will straighten up to land. So pretty much any aircraft you see today where the main undercarriage and then the wheel is at the back of the aircraft, they'll do this manoeuvre to help them see forward before they land.
There's a lot of bruise outside that aeroplane there.
He's very tall for that aircraft.
They're saying that they have 4 of these machines.